Hey, good morning. Happy Wednesday. First off, I'm at Aldi, and I meant to mention this yesterday, and I totally forgot. Today is Advent Calendar Day at Aldi. They have all of their Christmas, all their Advent calendars out. So if there's one that you want that might be kind of in short supply, today is the day to go. I just wanted to mention that right up front. A really popular one last year was the My Friend Gnome Advent Calendar. And in this Aldi, they only have 3 of them last year. I did notice they have them again this year, and they have a lot more. They had like 10 of them in there. So, and they're putting a limit of 2, so you can only get 2 of them. So if you wanted one of the My Friend Gnome Advent calendars, they have them again this year. And at least at the one here, they had a lot more than they had last year. They only had 3 last year. And they all got gone literally within 5 minutes of the store being open. Because I was the second one through the door, and I think I got the third and last one. The lady in front of me got the first 2. So, and then they were all gone. And I felt bad, like everybody else is going to be wanting these, and they're not going to be here. But anyway, what did I get? This is the one I came to get, the Lego City Advent Calendar. My younger son looks forward to this every year. It's kind of sad because my older son, he's 17, he'll be 18 early next year, and he doesn't really care about this stuff anymore. Like, it was so funny when my kids were younger, they used to fight every morning over who would get to open the door on the Advent calendar. And I would just have to have them rotate. Like, you go one day, you go the next day. But then we would forget, like, well, I did it yesterday, or he did it yesterday. No, I didn't. You did it yesterday. But it was a little frustrating, but it was still really cute. And so, but they don't fight over it anymore. It's just my younger son. But anyway, he enjoys it. He said, "Are you going to get a Lego Advent calendar?" I said, "Yeah, if I can. I mean, yeah." So I got the Lego City Advent Calendar. They also have the Lego Star Wars Advent Calendar and Lego Friends Advent Calendar. But this is the one, my son doesn't really care about Star Wars or any of that stuff. So, yeah, this one has some cute little Christmas themed Lego pieces in it. So, yeah, it's very cute. Look at the little horse. It's very cute. You can get all kinds of things, and then you have Santa here with his little thingy. It's just adorable. It's in each door. You open this part here, and it folds down. It makes like a little scene, and you can set your pieces on it as you open the little doors, and you can make your own little Christmas scene with your Lego pieces as the month goes along. So it has 24 little doors that you open, and each one has either like a little Lego person or a tiny Lego set that you put together to make a thing. And it's so cute. Oh my gosh. So I get one of these every year. You can also get these at Costco and Target. I mean, they're not just at Aldi. I mean, you can get them at other places too. I think it was like $30. It was about around 30. And I always get a chocolate Advent calendar. I couldn't find the one I wanted. This is like the basic cheap one. They used to be 99 cents. Now they're $1.49. It's 24 milk chocolates from Schucker, which is the Aldi chocolate, which I think is really good. It's German. These come from Germany. Are they made in Germany? I'm pretty sure they are. Product of Germany, yeah. So you can get these. It just gives you a little piece of chocolate every day. So I got this one too. And those were the only Advent calendars I got. They have a hot sauce Advent calendar, wine, beer, cheese. They have an Advent calendar for your pet where they get a treat every day. A candle Advent calendar. Several toy themed ones, like they have Coco Melon and Fisher Price Little People, and I can't remember. Like they have a bunch of different Advent calendars, and they're all available starting today. So if you want to go look at them, I would go now. Some of them get gone really fast. Some of them will be available for a while. So, but I like to go right when they put them out to have the best selection. Oh, and all of their Halloween stuff is super cheap right now, like super duper cheap, because they had already dropped the prices before Halloween, And they're even cheaper now. Like, it is majorly cheap if you want any Halloween stuff. I did not get any Halloween stuff because I don't need any more Halloween stuff. But it's very cheap right now if you want some. Yes, wow. So it's Wednesday. I took down the video I did yesterday because I wasn't thinking about it when I did it. But I mentioned the name of somebody at Paradise Home Improvement, and I showed an email, and I think I said like her first and last name, and I wasn't thinking, so that was not cool. So I took that down. So that's not up anymore, because I don't need anybody getting, I don't need anybody to get stupid or anything. So yeah, I shouldn't have done that, and I apologize. I wasn't thinking, so I took that down. And I think when I make my video about Paradise Home Improvement, I'm going to change everybody's name. And I decided I'm going to change them to the names of people on from the TV show Trailer Park Boys. I'm just going to give them all names from the Trailer Park Boys. And I was awake at 3 o'clock this morning, not because of that, but I woke up and I could not go back to sleep. And I got to thinking about it. And I'm sitting there laughing like, oh, this person is totally Mr. Leahy. Yeah, you have Corey and Trevor, and then this person would be Randy, and this person is Julian, this person is Bubbles. Like, I was assigning names to all the people at this company that I've had to deal with. So I will change their names to Trailer Park Boys people. If you've never seen that show, it's funny, but it won't be funny to everybody. It took a little getting used to. The first few episodes, I wasn't sure if I was going to like it or not, but you kind of get into it as you watch it. This shirt looks like something Ricky would have worn, honestly. Yeah, so I think I'm going to change their names to Trailer Park Boys people. Yes, I'm going to do it. So, I got my hair down. Isn't that something? See, that's one thing that irritates me in the fall. When I have on a hoodie, my hair is like all up in the hood and it gets all over the place and I can't stand it. So I usually wear it up or in a braid or something. But I'm not wearing a hoodie. I'm wearing a flannel shirt. And I actually have jewelry on. I don't even know why. I just felt like putting on jewelry this morning. This is all one necklace right here. I just felt special this morning. And I know what video I'm going to do today. We're going to talk about box bags from Aldi. We're going to over-explain box bags. That's what I'm going to do. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I wanted to run up here as soon as Aldi opened and get my advent calendars. And I got to go home and get back to work. But then I'm going to do my video. Actually, I want to run out to Goodwill. Glenda the Good Witch has told me that one of his kids is looking for long sleeve t-shirts, and we have our Goodwill. He even still calls it that. I went to our Goodwill last night and they didn't have any. There's this one Goodwill that we used to go to all the time when we were still married. We used to go to this one all the time. That will always be our Goodwill. Some people have a restaurant, or a favorite city to vacation in. No, we have a Goodwill. Our good Lord have mercy. I don't even care. I think it's cute. So yeah, so I'm going to get home and get back to work. Oh, my cabinets. I want to tell you, I did get my cabinets back in yesterday. They look fantastic. I love them. They look so good. I was almost tempted to say, how much would you charge to just redo all of my cabinets? Because these look spectacular. They redid the wood and everything on them, and it matches perfectly. It's gorgeous. They're gorgeous. Oh, my Lord. They did such a good job. They look fantastic. I'm very happy with them. So, but while they were there, I talked to the guy, the main guy that was there. There were like 4 or 5 people working on the cabinets. So I said, just while you're here, can you look at my shelves in here? You see how they're warped? He said, yeah, it's particle board. I said, I know my luck with this house because this house is cursed. And he just kind of laughed. I said, this house is cursed. If I tried to pull those shelves out and flip them and put them back in there, they wouldn't go back in there. For some reason, they would not go back in there, and I would destroy something in the process. he said, yeah, and two, some of them are really warped. And he said, if you put them in there, they're going to be bowed up like this for a long time before they ever straighten back out. I mean, he said, we could do that if you want. I said, I would honestly rather just replace the shelves with something that won't do that. Like some actual wooden shelves would be cool. He said, yeah. And so, but while we were looking at the shelves, he discovered something and he pointed it out to me. He said, you have a cabinet. My one cabinet, the upper cabinets, like right above the dishwasher, are slowly detaching from the wall. He was showing me, like, look back here, and it's like particle board back there, and it's coming apart, and where it attaches to the wall is coming apart. Like he said, it's not going to fall right now. It's not something it's not super urgent, but this is something that you're going to need to do. I mean, you don't have to do it now, but you need to look back here. And he was showing me, he said, look at this. And yeah, so, what I'm going to have him do, and he said they're super booked right now. They have more, he said, we are booking people out to springtime to get stuff done because we just have more work than we can do. So I'm going to give him a call in a couple of weeks. He's going to come back out, take some measurements, and what I'm going to have him do is do whatever he needs to do to that cabinet to replace whatever's coming apart. It's like particle board. Replace what needs to be replaced and put it back up so it won't fall off the wall. He said it's just that one. The other ones are fine, but this one right here is slowly like coming off the wall. And it is. He's not pulling my leg. It really is. So I'm going to but the other ones are good. The other ones are fine. I'm going to have him take that cabinet. He said we're going to take it down and we will rebuild the parts that are coming apart and we'll come back and put it back up. So I'm going to have them do that. And while they're at it, I'm going to have them just replace all the warped particle board shelves in my other cabinets too. So I don't know what that's going to cost, but I'm going to go ahead and just have them, while they're at it, just have them do everything at once. So that's a project for later. He said, but it's not super urgent. It's not like it's going to fall tomorrow if you don't do this. So when, just whenever you want to do it. So I'm going to call them in a couple of weeks and set that up, have them come out and give me an estimate and just let me know, like, what are we looking at to get that done. So that's coming up. Next week, I am getting my vanity countertops redone and my mirrors taken down and all that fun stuff. And it sucks too, because the day that they're going to be installing the countertops, the plumber is coming. They're saying that the plumber, that's not a porno. The plumber is going to get there. He's supposed to arrive. He could arrive as early as 6 a.m. So I have to be up and ready for the plumber to come in and do the work in these 3 bathrooms by 6 o'clock in the morning. I got to have everything out from under there. I got to get everything off the countertops. I will do all that the day before, I guess. I'll go ahead and do it the day before, because the day before the guy's coming to take the mirrors down. So I'll just go ahead and at least get everything off the countertops to get it out of the way. So that's coming up next week. Let's just hope it goes without any major problems. I'm really hoping nothing crazy happens. So that's next week, and I don't know yet when the siding is going to get done on the sides of my house. I have a totally different company doing the siding, and what we're going to do is they're going to take down the masonite and put up hardy board, like like plain white hardy board, and then I'm having another company match. They're going to paint it to match the back, the same color yellow as the back. But that's for later. I don't know when that's going to happen yet. So, because they were super backed up too. The people doing the siding, they're super backed up and don't know when they're going to be able to do it. Anyway, I actually have to go get some hot dogs. My kids like these Hebrew National low-fat hot dogs. And the only place around here that has them is Harris Teeter. And it sucks because they're like $7 a pack now. I don't buy them very often, but my kids were asking me if we could have hot dogs tonight, so I'm going to go get some of those. They are very good, and it's one of the few hot dogs I can eat that does not trigger a migraine for me. So, but yeah, they're like $1 per weenie. $1 a weenie now. It's a pack of 7 and it's $7. Yeah, I don't buy them anywhere near as often as I used to back when they were like 4 something a pack. It sucks, man. So anyway, I wanted to say something really quick. I should probably make this like a separate video. I was thinking about regret. And I don't know what made me think of it. I started thinking about regrets this morning. And I thought that would be something interesting to talk about. I may have to make that a separate video. I think I will. Dealing with regret. I think somebody actually asked me once to do a video on that. How do you deal with regret? And I thought that's an interesting topic. I'll have to talk about that. So let me do that in a separate video, actually, because I do kind of need to get going. I have milk in the trunk, and I need to get to Harris Teeter, and then I need to go home. So, and get some shit done. But I tell you what I'll do. I'm going to, there's a Goodwill I want to go to, but it's a little bit of a drive from here. I'm not going right now, but it's a bit of a drive. So I will talk about dealing with regret on my drive to Goodwill to look for shirts for Glinda the Good Witch's kid. I love to shop for people. I love it when somebody tells me like, hey, if you're in Goodwill, can you look for this? Because I'm looking for this. I love doing it. It gives me something to do. You know, like it gives me a goal. I'm in there. It's like a treasure hunt. It's like a scavenger hunt. Like, yes, let's see if we can find a red sequin hat, or, you know, a blue scarf, or whatever it is the person's looking for. I love it. It is like a little treasure hunt. So I'm going to take my stuff and I'm going to go home. But yes, later today I will do a video on dealing with regret. I think it's an interesting topic, and I think it's something that we all have to do at some point. So anyway, happy Wednesday. Don't forget, it's Aldi Advent Calendar Day. I know a lot of people look forward to it. I almost forgot. Fortunately, I meant to put it on my calendar on my phone, but I forgot to. Fortunately, I had an email pop up because I'm on the Aldi email list. An email popped up reminding me, hey, tomorrow's Advent Calendar Day. I'm like, yes, it is. Yes, it is. So I got my Lego Advent Calendar. But I did get this one, but there was another one, but they didn't have any in there. Maybe they'll put them out later. They're still putting stuff out. There's one that's like a step up from this one. It has slightly nicer and bigger pieces of chocolate in it. That's the one I usually get. It's like $5. But they didn't have one, or they hadn't put them out yet. They had this one that was it was a truffles calendar. So you had different truffles and special candies, but it was like $15, and I thought, I don't really think I want it that bad. I don't want to pay $15 for it. But you can, let me tell you what's good. If you like truffles, like the Belgian chocolate truffles, every year I get at Aldi, they have, I think it's Choker, their chocolate or whatever. They have these little boxes, and they're like this big, of Belgian chocolate truffles, and they're like $3. Holy hell. That, if you like chocolate, it will blow your mind how good they are. Oh my word, they are so good. I get a box of them every year around Christmas time. Oh man, they're good. They are so good. Belgian chocolate truffles. And they have them with all their Christmas candy and stuff. Oh Lord, if you haven't tried them and you like chocolate, you have to try those things. They are so incredibly good. I haven't bought a box yet, and my kids hate them. They don't like them. They say they're too much. It's like they're too intense. My kids don't like them. My younger son doesn't really like chocolate that much, though. But even my older son said those things are just too much. I can't eat those things. They are just way too chocolatey. I'm like, nothing is ever too chocolatey. That's crazy. No, they are very rich and very good. Yeah, and they're not expensive at all. So I'm looking at it like, well, you could get a truffle calendar for $15, or you can just get a thing of truffles for $3. I think I'll just go with the $3 thing of truffles. It's probably more than that this year. I think last year it was like $3, but it'll probably be more than that this year, like everything else. Yeah. So anyway, happy Wednesday. I really hope that your day is going well. Go get your advent calendars if you're into that sort of thing. This guy's driving crazy in the parking lot for some reason. I don't know. He's getting out of here like a bat out of hell for some reason. I think Aldi scared him off. Ah, low prices. Ah! I don't understand this store. The first time I went in Aldi, it confused the hell out of me too. I'm like, what the hell kind of store is this? I remember driving by an Aldi. This was years ago. We've had Aldi here in Greensboro for over 10 years. Yeah, probably 12, 13 years, 14 years. I don't know. It's been here for a long time. I used to drive by the Aldi and go, what kind? I didn't even know what kind of store it was. I'd never heard of it. I didn't know. And finally, one day, I just got curious. I'm gonna go in there and look. What kind of store is this? And I thought it was really cool, but I didn't have any change with me, so I couldn't get a cart. And then my older son, who at the time was like 4 or 5 years old, he dropped a gallon of milk and it busted all over the floor. It was not a good experience. My first trip to Aldi ended in disaster, and I felt terrible. And the employee was very nice, and I offered to clean the milk up, and they said, no, we'll get it. I felt so bad. I felt so damn bad. I didn't even buy anything. I was so embarrassed, and I felt so bad about the milk that we just left. That was my first experience with Aldi. It was horrible. But, yeah. But I did come back, and I'm glad I did. So it's a great place. And yes, I know it's German. It's funny how I've been talking about Aldi for years, and people will still come in the comments and go, did you know that's a German store? Yeah. Yes, I did. And thank you. Yes, I actually did know that. It's like people now, I've been making YouTube videos for 7 years, and people will still ask me, do your kids know that you have a YouTube channel? Do they know that? I'm pretty sure they figured it out by now, yes. I have a sneaking suspicion that they might be suspicious that I think they may know. Yeah, maybe by now. But they're really smart, so that's probably why they figured it out. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now. Yeah, I'm going to go. But thank you so much for being here, and later I will do a video about regrets. Regrets, we all have them. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Wednesday, and I will see you again soon.